Hello everyone, my name is Barbara and I'm a Polish girl who lives in Ireland, and I like to knit as a chill out moment in my life. Basically, it's my hobby. And this podcast is about knitting, yarn, patterns, what's up my needles, what's on my needles, and things like that. So if you're not interested, see ya, and if you are interested, get your drinks, get your knitting, or wash your dishes. I do that too sometimes when I watch podcasts. Oh, I'm not myself actually. I haven't recorded for a while, and because I just felt that way and this way, and even today I don't feel the best. And I thought, you know what, you're going to forgive me, and you're not won't be looking at me. You'll be looking at what I have on my needles, right? So you can find me on social media as knittingILove most of the time. My name is Barbara Nalewko, and I'm using that surname on my patterns. So just in case you would be so adventurous and try to pronounce my surname, this is how it goes, Nalewko. But you can just call me Barbara knittingILove, and that'll be fine too. I have problems with some names and surnames, or even words in English, so I forgive you. Anyway, it will heat up my heart if you will try at least, because it's so cute. It's so sweet. What else? I have a little shop on my website, knittingilove.com/shop. You can find my pouches over there, the Tower, Flower Power collection, Silent Forest collection, my little tags, coasters, and so on, so on. So check it out. They're made with felt, and I'm not sure you're aware of. Maybe at the end I will have time to tell more about shop if you're interested, or maybe in the next episode if you're interested. Let me know. And I think that's all. Welcomes, and thank you so much for clicking and watching. News. First thing that I want to tell you is that you can find timestamps down below. I'll be talking about cows, I'll be talking about giveaways. I will move in the jar section to the end because I have 6 podcasters that I would like to add, or maybe 8, I'm not sure, but a lot. So I will talk about what's off my needles, what's off my chest, what's on my needles, and some bits and bobs, I presume, because I have a few things to show you, like shopping and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoy spending some time with me, and let's start. So first things first about show notes. The Gentle Knitter podcast, Nicole, was saying that she's not going to do show notes because she doesn't like them. And I was thinking, I like having show notes. They're most of the time looks like this, but it's just it takes loads of time. And if I had that time, I would not be bothered, and I would make them. But I was thinking that maybe it's one of the reasons I'm not podcasting that often, because I know I have to find that time or make this time and put it up, and that takes like an hour at least, I would say. Well, maybe less, but yeah, you have to re-listen what you're talking, I think, and go to the certain websites, put some links and all that stuff. So I hope you would not mind. I'll try to put everything on the screen, so if you're interested, pause and write it down. If I forget about anything, please leave a comment down below and I will add it to my show notes. What I was thinking, I will add a note to my show notes. I will leave it down below under the video. So I presume what I'll do, I will leave a link to my Ravelry favorites, because most patterns that I'm knitting or I'm talking about, they're in Ravelry over there in that section. And then I have Ravelry my projects and my patterns, and we shall see what else. But if you suggest something that I should have it there, please let me know. Let's start. Okay. Cal. I have only one Cal that I'm hosting at the moment, let's say it that way, because never say never. It's Knit a Hat Cal. And we have a hashtag on the screen, which is knittingILove. And we have a hashtag Knit a Hat Cal. You can use that one if you're on Instagram. I'm on it, so definitely say hi to me if you're there, and I will definitely say hi to you. In regards to that Cal, the story goes that when we reached 200 finished objects, which are hats, you can knit them or crochet them, I'd draw a winner, and we've done that. And we're reaching for 400, and I've just noticed we have 401, so I can draw winner prizes. Let's show me your prizes. So I received a knit crate box, and I will talk about that in the section of my chest. but and I knitted something with it. I haven't finished object so in a while, but I still have some left over. This is 198 grams, and I knitted a hat with it, and it took me 135 grams. So I was thinking that I will give you those leftovers, because my goal is not to exceed more than 250 grams in the parcel. That's kind of my safe zone, posting zone, if you know what I mean. So yeah, and it's so that. So we have sugar bosh, I think that's how you say it, and it's chill. My camera is not the best in focusing close. 100% extra fine merino, and we have over here 100 gram, but I weighed this ball, for instance, and it's over 100. So that's good, I think, which is 48 meters, 52 yards. What else? The colorway is Bison, Bison. I'll practice my spelling. And it is amazing. So I'll show you in a while what I've knitted with it. You may knit the same stuff, although I haven't written a pattern, but you can try. Anyway, what else we have? We have one of my patterns, so you can pick if you a pattern, one of my patterns, and then if you have them, for instance, and you like something, you can just gift it to someone else. So you can let me know that you won the prize, and then you would want to gift certain pattern to a certain person, Ravelry, and I do that too. And if you want to let me know, for instance, a note that you would want to include with it, something cool or fun, I'll do that too. And the pouch that I'm thinking of will be from the Flower Power collection or Silent Forest, and you can pick or one for circular needles, or you can pick one for loopy ends, so it's up to you. Now, and 4 of my Knitting I Love tags, they're tiny little things, which they're, look, I have 2 over here. Well, I have 1 over here. She looks like this. This is the size of it. And better maybe a photo again, because I have 16 of them now. I don't even know, 18. Anyway, if you see that row over there, that's them. And those boxes, they're there too. So you can, if you're going to be a winner, you can pick 4 in 4 different colors. Yeah, what I have, yeah. So I would be interested what your favorites are. That would be fun for me too. And I think that's all in regards to prize. So let's go to Ravelry, and I'm going to use random comment picker and pick the winner. So now I'm going to pick a random number from 201 to 400. The winner is on the screen now. It's Nenitanic, I think. Rebecca from New Jersey, congratulations. Please get in touch with me. You have a month to let me know that you won this prize. And if I won't get your answer by that, I will draw another winner through that pile. So thank you so much for taking part. No worries, we're going to go for another FOs, would be from 401 to 600s. So just keep on adding your hats in that thread on Ravelry, and yeah, I will gather some prizes. If you want to donate something, please let me know, and I will include that to a pile. Giveaways! In the giveaway section, I can tell you, for instance, that a winner from the last episode bought in regards Knit Crate box got in touch with me. So hi Jamie. Jamie is a co-host with Shenna. I always forget their on the screen their podcast name, because I watch every episode. I'm a fan number 1. Yeah, so you have to check them out. Yeah, that was a pleasure to watch it, and that's why I like giveaways, because it can happen to you too. Then I post a giveaway on Instagram because I design a new pattern, a hat pattern, which is Asphodel Potion Hat. At least I say it that way. I hope I'm saying it right. And on the 1st of September, I draw a winner, and I sent that pattern to a winner, and I hope that you're going to knit it. Thank you so much for participation, and no worries, I'm going to do something today in today's episode, so stay tuned. In regards to new pattern, I'm going to tell you more in the section what's off my needles, off my chest. But now maybe I'll go on Ravelry, and I will draw 3 people from my members on Ravelry and give them my pattern right now. Give me a sec. I hope they enjoy it. So how do I do it? I go on my Knitting I Love group on Ravelry, and then I have number of members, and we have 461 members. And when I click on that link, I have information that I can download my member list. So I'm going to do that. Lovely. And once I download it, I'm going to open it. Lovely. Right. And I'm going to use a random comment picker and pick 3 people now. Right, I hope you're excited. So we have 3 winners. Number 86, okay, member 86, which is Alison on the screen. Check if that's your Ravelry name. Number 340, Judy. Check the screen, this is your Ravelry name. And then 322, which is Faith, and this is a Ravelry name, so check the screen now. I hope you're thrilled and excited. I'm going to gift you patterns. Well, I hope you're watching. Please get in touch with me and I'll send you a pattern. Well, I want you to see it. I hope you can see it. If not, probably in like 2 weeks after posting this episode, I will give this pattern to you anyway. And just direct you to this episode to see it. Right. I hope you're still with me. In the last episode we had a giveaway, and I was giving you a pattern of your choice under €8, and to take part you meant to leave a comment down below with anything, saying hi, answering my questions, suggesting something about my knitting or yarn or anything like that. So let's do that. Let's go and do a random comment picker from YouTube and see who won. And I know that not everyone was writing what kind of pattern they would want to win, so if you are the one who won, get in touch with me and tell me what kind of pattern you would want to receive. Yeah, anyway, let's do this. So how it works, I'll probably let you know when I'll be saying what the giveaway is for this episode, which is number 43. And now let me to press that button and see who that is. And I have a winner, and the winner is on the screen now, which is CBV426, and that person included a pattern, which is Kulum, top by Isabel Kramer. So I'm going to take a peek and show you a photo right now how that top looks like. And CBV426, please get in touch with me. I hope you're watching, and they'll be like, ah, I won. So hope that's in the under €8 for me, and if not, we will have a conversation how it works. Yay, that's that for episode 43. So this episode I'm going to include my new pattern, which is Asphodel Potion Hat. So waha. But not only my pattern, Jens Sheelan gifted an amazing bundle, and I'm on the screen now showing you. There are like few patterns for those amazing Christmas balls. I would be tempted to knit some. I don't have those fancy plastic things, but I have like a circular white things I have in the kitchen. But I have planned to knit them during the Christmas or just before them, so I'll have something to hang around this place maybe. What do you think? Good idea. And they have charts, and I love charts. So anyway, those one bundle. So Jenna, I'm pushing you for a bundle, and my new Asphodel Potion Hat. So I hope you're thrilled, and if you're interested, please comment down below. You can say hi, you can suggest something while I'll be showing you my finished objects or what's on my needles. I'm looking for some suggestions or some help in my knitting. You can write down below, or you can say what you're knitting right now if you're knitting right now, and that will enter you to this giveaway. Just please reply to your own comment if you want to have conversation with me, because I want to have conversation with you. While I'm picking a winner, I'm picking the final comments, so I just want to have individual comments for individual people under my YouTube video. So I hope you understand that. Anyway, so and that's that in regards to giveaways. I hope you're not bored. Right, let's go to a knitting section, which is what of my needles. The first things first, I want to tell you that YouTube changed the design, and it's not the way I would love to. I prefer the old one. My battery's dying. And I had to change my battery, so I'm sorry. I hope it looks the same way. But we're going into what's off my needles, so in knitting sections. and I finished a lot. And lately I'm in the zone that I want to knit for other people than for myself. I don't know, maybe I feel bad about myself. I don't know. I'm a person that if I'm happy, I want to make other people happy, but if I feel that I'm a little bit, you know, meh, well, I don't want other people to feel that way. And by making something for them, or even having this podcast and giveaways, knowing that someone else is a bit of happier because of me makes me happy. Does it make sense? I hope it does. I know people are different, and I met other people that are the other way around. Yeah, but that's me. So let me start with what I finished first. And the first thing on the screen you can see, I finished Fuji socks with Stylecraft. I call them Fuji because the color is called Fuji. And it is amazing yarn, and I have some leftovers, and I was thinking that I could knit a hat, I think, in the last episode. If you're interested in more to see what I'm talking and what kind of socks I've knitted, go check that video. I can't show you because I packed it. It's going to be a Christmas gift, and I have it packed in a Christmas paper. Another Christmas gift, another pair of socks, and these socks were knitted on DPNs, and you know I wasn't happy with the latter, but I'm giving it to Sebastian, so he's going to be fine. And yeah, so I've already packed that too. And I knitted them with drops, which, you know, as people say, and I like repeating K from Baker Bears, drops is cheap as crisps. And if you get it on sale, it's even the cheapest bag of crisps. And it's quite okay yarn for knitting and for gifting, and especially for someone who treats socks, like I said, as socks and want to put them into, you know, washing machine for like even 40 degrees. They're fine. Like I checked that. I didn't even put it for like a wool cycle or anything like that. We just put them where you have temperature of 40 Celsius. The next finished object, I finished socks, and I think I have them here. No, I took them, but they're shorties, socks for me. Well, I think for me, and yeah, what I used over here another commercial yarn, Serdar, and it's called Twist and Shout. I actually found that is their name for them. Obviously, all of those yarns have numbers, but you can check the video if you're interested exactly what number it is. And I still have some left over, so I could actually knit another pair. Oh, we shall see, shall we? And then I found eventually Pina Colada hat that I finished during my holidays in Northern Ireland. It's a free pattern. I wrote down that pattern. It hasn't been tested by test knitters because you know, with free patterns, I'll just go for it. I know it's bad, but if you have a look at it, if you notice something, please let me know. This kind of mixture, and yeah, it's a fun hat. I think, yeah, it is a fun hat. Oh yeah, and with this hat, I used two dyers. One color is Pina Colada, which is from Craftfulness yarn, and the other one is from Tammy Wee-Collas and from Germany. Another one from the Netherlands, I think. That's cool, the orange one. And yeah, I love those two, and I have some stuff on my needles now when I don't know what to do, so stay tuned, you may help me. Right, then we have unboxing, and I opened the box with this yarn. So if you're interested, what I found over there was this yarn and some postcards with animals on them, so quite cool and fun. And I could not resist, and I knitted a hat. I don't have a finished object. No, I have a finished object done, so I'm going to tell you that in a sec. I'm going according to the order I post videos, so stay with me. And then I finished So Close Shawl by Victoria Zahanovic. I hope I'm saying that right. And Daviksta designs, and the shawl is amazing. Now check the screen. Here is this amazing shawl. This is reversible shawl, so you don't have to worry or bother how to wear it. The only thing I forgot to do is to put my tags. And because I entered it to Canada Cal, and it is, let's say half, like, no, 3/5 Canadian, because I have two Canadian dyers over here, and I have Canadian designer, so yeah. So what kind of tags I'm going to put this one. So I'm not sure what color. Maple one, because right, yeah. And the reverse one probably. I'll do this one. You can't see it. So yeah, hand wash. But I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to give it to anyone else. And I know by even looking at it, there's so many yarn that I probably don't remember what it is. I have to wash it by hand. So would you suggest to me go like maybe with my logo and another one of maple? Because what I like to do, I like to put one on one side and another one on another side. Like this. I'm going to do it soon. Check my stories on Instagram. I found that it's quite interesting and it motivates me to kind of finish, like wave in ends and like put tags on my stuff. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll definitely add that. And it's amazing pattern. I loved it so much. I forgot myself in the lace section once. I made it too slightly bigger, but I just added from one of the straps. So I can't be amazing during the winter because I can wrap myself so it's really, really warm and still have some lovely colors around me. Brilliant pattern, Vicky, brilliant. If you haven't got it yet, go check it out. I also entered it in So Close Shawl Cow, so I keep finger crossed. You never know, anyway. Yeah, I love it. I love it so much. It is like, oh, I would love to have a job that I can actually wear things like. Dream. Do you know any jobs that you can wear your knitted stuff, finished objects? Any occupations that I could wear my probably hats now, and I would love to wear them, but at least shawls. How may I help you? Ah, I know it doesn't goes with whatever I'm wearing now, but let's face it, I love it. Now, so if you're interested how I'm dancing during my video, because I'm so happy about it, and if you're happy, you dance, check that video and I'm going to tell you more about the colors I use, yarns I use, because as you can see, I have loads of colors over here. Right, and next video is my Asphodel Potion hat, which is paid for pattern. It's $3.50, and I love it. Oh, first of all, I want to thank my test knitters. I think the biggest pleasure I have when I design something is to have that stage when I have a group on Instagram and I have messages every day and I was like, yeah, I'm like in a knitting group, and oh my god, I love it so much. And we're so fast. I knit second hat because I did something different with the brim. I actually have two hats, but one brim is not exactly like in the pattern, so maybe I'll show you in a sec and to get those two hats. And yeah, and then I got completely wrecked. Published the pattern took me another week, I think. It went so fast. Tessness and knitted in like a week. So let me get my hats maybe and I'll tell you more about it. The yarn that I used is Chimera yarn and it's beautiful. Look at it, it's gorgeous. And first hat I knitted was this one, and actually I just wanted to play with the yarn and just enjoy it, and then I figure out, I think even I mentioned that I may do something on the top, and I did. Brilliant! So it is Asphodel hat. I hope you can see it. This hat is slightly smaller. In my pattern I'm writing it down exact heights of certain sections. So I have a brim, I have a body, and I have all together. So if you want to make the middle section bigger, to have it more slouchy, go for it. Because maybe like that would be really cool. So what to say more about this hat? When you get a pattern, please read introduction, because that was the most fun I had. When I was knitting this hat, I played with it so much, in such a simple way that anyone can do it. And then I thought it has to be magical. Asphodel was included in 2 potions in Harry Potter's book, so I'm not going to tell you what. And I think I did a spelling mistake over that, and I still have that there. I was like, yes, this has to be Asphodel potion hat. So to reverse that magic of this asphodel, I did something in the brim. So basically we knitted on the wrong side and we flip it to the right side. And I have a photos how to do it, so no worries, you're going to know how to. It's quite simple, and obviously, and we have in this whole hat and as well in the brim a one stitch that you probably have never done before, and that I thought was very important also to reverse the spell or reverse the feature of that flower, which I call it PC. What's that? Go check it out. And then because that took a little bit of energy, we would have to stir the potion for a while, and that's our body. So there's nothing in the body, just stockinette stitch. And like I said, we have it for certain height, certain number of rows, but I would say to you while you're knitting, just check while you're knitting. You can see how high is the crown overall and compare to any hat you have that you like to make it the same height. Because I make this one more as a beanie, and this one is more like a slouchy. And then I designed asphodel hat on the top. And just to be aware, this pattern has a written instruction and a chart. And over here we have one stitch decrease that I just made up. But still again, you have a photos. And my test knitters said that it's quite a brilliant idea, that it's quite simple to add one stitch. So you'll be thrilled, I hope, to knit this flower. And this flower, it takes approximately 20 minutes. It's quite fast. It's not so... And then I finish it with a lily. This is my tag, a lily, because asphodel flower is like a lily family. So it's more Harry Potter related stuff too. So I put lily over here. So as you can see, it looks like that on me. It's it's like a beanie. It's nothing slouchy over here. So if you want to make it more slouchy, just work more rows. But that way, you could kind of see how it's stretched. I hope you can see that. A hat that even our gentlemen can wear, and that way they will have a smaller option over here. What do you say? So check it out. Thank you so much for supporting me, because I've noticed that knitters bought, and today after so long eventually I had time to gift my new pattern to podcasters so they can share on their channel with you for on the giveaways on Instagram. I hope they will. Yeah, I can't wait, because in October I want to have a potion hat KIL knit along with this hat. So if you're interested to take part, prepare your needles, prepare your yarn, purchase pattern, read carefully what's written down over that, because that's quite interesting, or check my video to know more in my pattern. And yeah, and I hope I'll see you during that cal. Okay, let's move on, because I'll be talking about my hat for too long. Now another finished object and another present, this time from my sister. These socks, Grand Canyon socks, because I found that this drop's color is name is Grand Canyon. And I knitted it. I don't want to give it to her. No, I will. And I have them here, and they're so pretty. I knit them from the toes up. Sorry, no, I knit them from the cuffs down, and I'm telling you how many rows I did in the ribbing, how many rows I did in the calf, how I did heel, what kind of decreases I used, how many decreases I used in the toe. So check that video if you're interested. I said that out loud because I want to have a kind of video and record in case my sister would like it. It will be too small or too big for her. I'll know exactly how many less rows I would need to do, and I hope she's going to be thrilled about it. And this is the way I would knit socks as a gift, because in case something happens to a toe, this is the end of my work, so I can unravel it and fix it. In case she gets a hole in her heel, because it's afterthought heel, I can fix it too. And it all drops one another. And for this I use 9 inches circulars, and I like them, and I thought I'm going to knit another pair with them, but then I switched them to 2 at a time socks, because somehow it hurts. I don't know. It hurts my arm. But I think once in a while when I knit socks with 9 inches, it's kind of good break from my own technique. One muscles are working too hard, other not, and in this technique it's completely different story with my muscles. So obviously it's a little bit slower, but you know, it's slightly different, and different is nice. And the last finished object video is this hat. So just for fun, I'm going to do a magic of editing, and this is me in a fingering weight hat. And this is me in the bulky hat. How do you like that? So yeah, it was so much more fun, and I had that, well, I still probably have that period in my life that I'm a little bit meh. So it took me a few days to knit it, but I presume in one sitting you will be able to knit a hat. It's just I knit a bit and I went to something else, and then I knit something else, and I put something else, and I did something else, and was so on and so on. So you could probably do this hat in 2 evenings, like, I mean, yeah, but it took me more days. And especially that I was coming up with such decreases that yeah, I don't think. So what I wanted to go a slightly pointy hat. So I did something over here, unless it goes like that. I put 2 tags over here. One, oh yeah, here. One is snowflake, and another one is hand wash, because it's 100% merino, right? And this is the hat I knitted, and the winner is getting this, so get in touch with me because you may knit something similar. If you have any questions how I knitted this hat, let me know. Maybe I'll get another bulky yarn and I will just create a pattern for a hat like this. What do you think? Do you like it? It's quite simple. I love hats, you know that, do you? And if you don't know, if you're first time over here, I love hats, that's my thing. Yeah, just makes me feel happy. Now, okay, let's go what's on my needles. Okay, let's start something with it's off my needles, but not completely because I need to put tags on, which is this hat. I knitted this hat for my mom. This is 2x2 ribbing. I did a body stockinette stitch, and because it's double stranded, so I hold yarn double. So let's say it's DK version. I had to use less stitches than usual. My mom has a tiny little head. She is so tiny. So I thought maybe I will practice and see if I can change my chart from an adult size, you know, this Asphodel Potion hat, to a kid size. It looks like this. So as you can see, not the best looking. In a variegated yarn. I used Bags by Diane to keep this beauty in, and I used this lovely yarn, which is Sarah's Texture Craft. Sarah doesn't dye yarn anymore, but she helps small businesses to kind of find their way in this world, business world. So check her Instagram if you're interested. I maybe put on the I'll put on the screen now. So this is cashmere. This is Luxe Socks blended, and the color is Tranquil, and I'm going to name this hat Tranquil Cow. No pattern because I'm thinking to add this child version into the pattern, and maybe I'll update it. If you're interested, let me know down below. And should I go for test knitters with this? Probably should. Anyone wanted to knit a child fingering waist hat and has a child to check is big enough? And by child, do we talk about toddler or do we talk about child? Hard to say, isn't it? Anyway, it's in the DK. Definitely you can do in the DK for like a small adult. Love it. And what I used also, I used Drops needles. Do you know that Drop has needles? So I used over here, and it's written down on them, I used 4mm and 3.25mm to knit that DK size in my Silent Forest blue. And some cube stitch markers. And my mom picked a pink one. Most of you anyway on Instagram picked pink one. And I'm putting a hand wash because it's cashmere, so you have to wash it by hand. I need to do that. Go on my Instagram, check my stories because that'll be on over there too. And hopefully I will save that video and then I include that into my short video too. That's my kind of goal. Yeah, what else I have in my needles? In this amazing bag, this is Long Large Designs. Jenny has a podcast, the same name, so you can check her out. I started mittens. And you probably say like, for who? Oh my, I was like, yeah, I'll do mittens. And because with fingering, I was like, yeah, I'll do 2 at a time. I just grabbed from my 2.25mm, which is US size 1 needles, and I started knitting without even thinking I should go like 3mm, which is 2.5, or like US 4, which is 3.5 to get bigger, and probably then I will fit it. So I wasn't sure what to do, and I asked a question on Instagram, and I got a few things that I could do, like a mittens for babies, but I don't have any babies over here. What else I can do? So you can enter our, pattern giveaway for this episode and tell me, what would you do with things like this? So I have fingering circular bits, tubes. We have 2x2 ribbing, and I think I cast it on 36 stitches. Anyway, would you think that even with 36 stitches, I'd be able to have mittens for myself in like US size 2.5, which is, 3 millimeters? What would you say? So I don't know what to do. I don't want to frog it. I think it's pretty cool. If not, I'll make like a mini hats. But I want to do something useful. And this is Zincs. I'm not a really fan of the Zincs in circular version. I have DPNs, which are fine, but I don't know how to use DPNs because of the ladders. But I'm not really a fan of the cord over here. It's very stiff and it does its own thing. It doesn't have a memory, but it does its own thing. That's what I have. And I'm using a yarn from Craftfulness. This is Pina Colada, and from Tammy Wee Colors, which is orange. It doesn't have a name, but it's orange. And I thought I'll go crazy and join them together. And I think I just took that a bit. I still have some leftovers. You can see it, the orange over that. That's this. It's just I didn't want to have the whole thing here. What to do? Next, I casted on socks. And these socks are a present. Like another Christmas present. And this is free pattern. And the name of the pattern is By the Ocean. It is by Nordic Stitches. And check it because it's also a pattern designed by a podcaster. So check it out. I'm so thrilled that I'm knitting, and I basically just went on Ravelry, went patterns, and I don't know, it just show up and it's like, oh yeah, I want to knit that. So what I'm doing, I actually started a different pattern, a zigzag, I think. And it's also a free pattern. It tells you to do 1x1 rib, and I did it for longer than this pattern says. I actually did not really read this pattern because I love charts. I went straight away to a chart and I knew what I'm going to do. So I love it, and I just continue that. This is Hayas. I US size 2.25 millimeters. Sorry, US size 1, 2.25 millimeters, 100 centimeter wire, which is 40 inches, 42 inches, something like that. And I'm at this stage that I kind of know where I'm going to put my heel. Lately I like afterthought heel. So what I'm doing, while I'm knitting, I'm just marking the sides. So I will know how to then pick up stitches. So that's what I'm going to do. I put a pattern in the front, in the back, and it'll be just on the front now because I'm going into my toes, right? It is for someone that I don't know their foot size. I know they have smaller foot than I have, so I'm risking a lot. But at the end of the day, I'll just write a note that, if it doesn't fit you, find a good home for these. So hopefully that'll be it. Yeah, what yarn I use. There's a story about the yarn because I bought it in some local yarn shop. If you follow me, you can go to like shopping, gifting videos, and hopefully you find it. I won't bother now checking. But I tangled this yarn, and Grace from Bubbles Traveling Yarns podcast untangled it for me. So thank you so much. And I wanted to use it especially for this. It's a Rico design super bar, like a Barbara, and it's 75% wool, 25% polyamide, and the colorway is 002. On this thing, you may see it, you have like 6 samples. But even when I got it, oh, I know where I got it. This is knit in Dublin. I asked a lady, does she know which one it is? And she said, oh, maybe it's this one. So I'm knitting it. And I think it's this one. So I'm going to do a contrast heel, and this will be it. 104 drops Fable, because you can put it into washer, and I think that would be too. I'll just say 40 degrees Celsius. So I actually should slow it down, but this is my kind of grab and knit project, like in the car, like I'm watching something. I don't have to focus that much. I know it's a beautiful pattern. Hopefully I haven't made any mistakes so you can see it. See this? It's really cool. Even if you pick one, you know, like do one side and not the other one, that will be cool too. I thought, you know, you can play with it. So thank you so much for a free pattern. Yeah, I can't wait to finish it and create my finished object video to praise it more. Now, next thing. Next thing on my needles is this. I've had that for a while and I broke a needle. Stitches over here that even my needles slide from my pouch. And why they're sliding? Because normally what I do, I do like a circular bit around the clip. Can you see it? I can do it, but not really. And I don't have a bigger cable, so guys, if you're using my pouches and you just want to do this, there is no way it will work. Well, if you put it in the bag, it will. But normally what I do, I just put one more circle with a cord. So if you like to knit with a tight stitches on your cord and you don't have any give to do like a circular bit, they may not work. Let's be honest. Oh my god, I'm all over the place today. I'm sorry. What I'm doing over here, I'm knitting a bed for a cat. It was meant to be for one cat, but I'm knitting actually for two now because I have two cats now. Thanks to my lovely husband, who did not even tell me that we're getting two cats, by the way. We call them. And my battery died, and I changed it now, so I hope that it saved that moment. Now, so we have this one, this project. It's going to be a free pattern on Ravelry. It actually is on Ravelry. I just need to do PDF because I used to link it to a website that doesn't work anymore, so I had to take it down. So I'm recreating it, which is, you know, quite simple. And I almost finished. During the knitting, my needles broke, so I had it on 5.5 millimeters. I'm sorry, I don't know what the US size for that thing is. And I had to change it for 6 millimeters because, you know, 5.5 broke and I don't have needles like that. But you know, it doesn't really matter because I'm just doing like a big tube and I'll be flipping this part and will be in the center, so you're going to see nice document stitch. And I'm using this acrylic yarn because I don't know what to do with it, so I'm doing that. It's for cats. They're going to destroy it anyway, aren't they? Yeah, for Stefan and Rico, two young cats who wants to destroy and hop on everything and bite everything and rip everything. Thanks to my husband. That's his cats, by the way, not mine. Right, so let's have it clear. I was allergic. I'm not that bad anymore. However, if they scratch me or anything like that, I have a big, you know, redness around me and sometimes something more. But at the moment, it's fine. So this is it. Have you ever knitted a bed for your cat? Is it worth it? Tell me. So anyway, because I don't have a bigger cord, I'm just doing this, putting into this bag. So just the label, this is it, what you can buy in Ireland if you're looking for acrylic yarn. It's Patterns Fab and the color is 02084. I got this yarn as a present from my sister. It could have been for birthday or it could be for Christmas, I'm not sure. And I had to use some stitch markers, so I used some Flower Power stitch markers because you had to increase for a while and then it's straight up. Yeah, so hopefully I'm going to have that finished and hopefully the boys will like it and we'll be able to take a photo. That's that. Another thing. As you may notice, just over here, I have a yarn that I bought 3 years ago or 4 years ago and then 2 years ago, which is 100% wool, and it's 100% Irish wool. And I wanted to knit something with it badly. And you know, I was thinking I have so much, I should knit a garment. But I wanted to kind of maybe be safe, and I picked a shawl. And this shawl is by Justyna Larkowska. It's a paid for pattern. Justyna sometimes has like 30%, 20% sales on her patterns. She's an amazing designer, so check her out. And I picked this. It's Sunny on the screen, and maybe on the screen I'll also show you how she looks in her amazing piece. So I thought the closest to what she has is this, and I'm showing obviously a wrong side. This thing. We have a lovely panel, like leaf panel over here, and a border, which I memorize, and I know how to knit it. And I'm ticking the things that I need to tick, you know me. If you know me, I like to tick things. And I'm off with the border. And from perspective that in a certain row in the chart over here, I should be in a certain things in this written instruction border, and I'm not. I'm two rows difference. But it looks okay. I haven't noticed difference. So probably, I don't know, missed something over here, but I can see it over here. So I'm going to continue that. And at the end, I'll see how it's ended up, you know. What else? Obviously, me being so brilliant, I forgot there'd be the creases in some areas, and I had to frog a bit already. But I'm now on the track. I'm happy. I'm on the track. And this is my work break knitting. When I'm on break, I'm on my own, so I can kind of focus. I'm playing with ticking charts. In the chart, there's nothing to tick, so I had to create a table myself and just write down how many repetitions of certain things I need to have it ticked. So I've done that. Other than that, it's brilliant. It's just, you know, I just enjoyed it so much. I forgot that, oh yeah, by this moment, there's something different going on. So we shall see. It's beautiful. And what I have over here, so I presume this is Aran. It comes with 200 grams, but it doesn't say yardage or anything like that. And I picked needles over here. And you see, this is the way I hold my needles over here. So they're perfect for shawls and anything like that. And these needles are for like hat needle sizes, because this is, I think, 5.5 millimeters. I could use these. Give me a sec. Is that 5.5? That's definitely more than 5. My coasters are up to 5 millimeters. I got this one, and no, 5. No, that's 6. So these are 6, and they're interchangeable, so I can change them. They're metal, so nothing should happen to them. And this is, I think, 80 centimeters cord. But so far, good. We just wrap, click, done. And I have a cutie stitch marker over here, and this is no nitty naughty. I'm sorry, I received it as in the prize. I won something ages ago, and I got it as a prize, and I forgot. Do you know who that belongs to? And my knittingILove pouch, flower power collection. Yarn, you saw it. Patterns. I print only the chart, and I love charts. Just charts of safe trees, and I wrote down the border on the piece of paper just for myself, but then after a few repetition I memorized this. And the yarn is from Kerry Woolen Meals. Actually, I got them during my trip in the place they're making this yarn, so that's that. And it's called, no, that's banana yellow, that's not yellow. So one is petrol and other one is off-white or something. So that's that. I can't wait to finish this and wear it during the winter. And this is my bag that I made for myself with PVC material, fabric. It's material, it's not fabric. Ta-da! And I think that's all what I have on my needles. I think that's all. At least things that I actually was knitting. A bit of it, isn't it? Question, how many whips do you have? No, be honest. Right, let's go back to my notes. Bits and bobs. Okay, today I'll call it the bits and bobs. So what has happened during that period of time since the last episode? Not in my life, because, you know, it's, I think, too interesting. Let's say that way, that I'm exhausted. But I bought a yarn. There was, like, you know, events around Ireland or Northern Ireland. So I figure out I will buy stuff from a vendor and I will pretend that I got something. And I got these. I was whining about minis last time, so I figure out I'll get some minis, and they're gorgeous. And I saw them on Instagram. This is Green Elephant hand-dyed yarn. This is Irish dyer, and these are amazing. I want to design a hat, and I'm not a brilliant designer. It's not that I just, oh yeah, I want to design a hat, I sit down and do it. It's, I don't know, the two hats that I really love, which is, you know, Forgotten Pack hat. I adore it. I was so sick and I wanted to cheer myself up just messing with the yarn, and the way I was messing was just, wow, that's amazing. That's not me. And then with this one, it just shows my personality, basically. Asphodel Potion hat. Harry Potter related. So if you're looking for any Harry Potter related knitting things, go check this out. So I want to knit a hat with this yarn, and I have an idea, a cool idea, or maybe something else. I don't know, but it's amazing. Unstoppable mini skeins. Oh, I love this name. And it's 75% super merino, 25% nylon. We have 520 grams minis, which is 80 meters in each of them. So yeah, that's 100 grams. Brilliant job, brilliant job. I love these. What I can say about my camera, I know he's not focusing close things, but it shows you the colors. Beautiful. You should be jealous. You should get this because it's amazing. Next thing, I got myself wooden needles, and you know, this hat, I knitted with them, and I got them on Amazon. I think they cost like $10, and I just wanted to try them just in case we'll go for a trip, like flying, and you know, we all talk about what kind of needles we can take or not take, and I was thinking, yeah, I'll just try these. I was just afraid that they will be coming off of those pipey things because they're like pipes, tiny pipes. They look so cute. They're very smooth. I don't have anything against them. I used 2 sizes for my bulky hat. Brilliant. Nothing bad about these anyway. Some people said that the smally ones, they break easily. They're wooden. They might. But we have, I think overall we have 11 needles, ladies and gentlemen, 11. So if you're not a hat knitter and you want to knit just 1 hat or 2 hats per year and then don't want to spend like, you know, loads of money, you can just buy a set like this and see how it goes. Would you agree with this? New pattern. And then what happened, Jen surprised me with a gift, Reverly. You know, this pattern there, it's a giveaway for this episode, which is her bundle of Joy for Christmas. And I can't wait to cast it on and try my best to knit it. Yeah, thank you so much, Jen. You're the best. Check her podcast. She has a podcast. Normally what I do, guys, when I post about this episode on Instagram, I tag people that I mention. So go find Jen Sheelan on Instagram under my post, for instance, and she should have her podcast in the link. So yeah, so that was my thingy about Halloweeny thingy that I want to do a potion hat knit along 2017. It's going to be this one, and I'm going to knit it with you. So I hope it's good. We're going to have loads of fun, and I'll open a chatter thread, and I think we'll start on the 1st of October, and we will knit it until for a month. Well, in the pattern it says that if you would want this hat to have a double of its magical features, you should knit it in 7 days. And what else has happened? I received a surprise mail with loads of goodies. For instance, chocolate. For instance, you know, those long things that I like to eat when I'm knitting with sesame or salt. So on the photo over here, because I took photo. Thank you so much, Susan. She put some lip balms in there because actually I think 8 months ago she sent me a lip balm, and that was my first ever lip balm. I started and finished myself all of it, like empty products or something. So she sent me 2, and I have one already in my bag. What else? Oh yeah, something over there. But before we go there, you see this? These thingies. Look. Wow. So I have 4 colors, and they're going over here. Where's the other color? I know I was knitting on the thing, probably it's in the kitchen. So I love them. Maybe on the screen I'll tell you the name, because no way I'm going to say it out loud. Yeah, I put it like this. Brilliant. Brilliant. Thank you. Already started using it and, you know, putting colors and stuff. So fun. So much fun. And I thought that the colors I'm not using, I was thinking, oh, I'll be swapping, but I may actually use it for picking my charts in an individual project bags for knitting. Amazing too, isn't it? Because look at this. Just something like this. Something light like this for marking things on the chart. Love it. And then my first ever spindle. And my first ever fiber. And I took a photo, and no, I didn't do this. I think Suzanne did this, which is amazing. I don't even know how how to do stuff. Like, I know, but oh, I can't pull. I thought I won't. I'm not able to. So what you notice? How do you? What is it? Okay, that it does this. So Suzanne said that I can use this as kind of just, as a decor. So let's leave it for a while like that. But it's beautiful. It's so cute. And this amazing postcard. Thank you. So I think I'm going to leave it there. Here now we'll do in the jar section. And in the jar section, I'm going to add 6 podcasts into the jar. I should get a jar. We have a jar. Well, it's this one. The other one has empty bits. And I'm going to quickly just tell you the names, put them on the screen, because my handwriting maybe is not the best. It is not the best. It's not the best. So yeah, check them out because they put heart into their podcast. And in the jar section, and in the jar section for me is just show some love to those podcasters because they do an amazing job, but they take some time to record, spend time with you, and then spend time with editing and putting stuff up there. And it is a hard thing to do. As you can see, I have a loads, and we have a thread on Ravelry. So if you're interested who I have inside there, check it out. And I'll be drawing one podcast today. So give me a sec. Okay, first podcast has 2 hosts, and this is Christy and Kristen. Sorry, it's Christy and Tristan, 2 ladies. They're 2 yarn dyers, and the name is The Girls in the Yarn Cafe. Like I said, they dye yarn, but they're also, and they talk about projects and things like that. But it's different that at the end of the episode they had some topics in regards to humans, our behaviors, and the one that I watched was about that we treat the one that we love the worst, which is kind of true, isn't it? So check them out. I can't wait to watch their episode. I would want to go back and watch the previous ones, but with the time I will watch one by one. I haven't watched the last one, so that's that. So ladies, you're in the jar. Another lovely podcast, and it's the Woolen Homestead Tiffany here. And I think I stalked Tiffany on Instagram, and I just, I told you I do that. I just go to the profile and it's like, oh, she has a YouTube link over there. Let's see what that is. She knits a lot. She shows yarn. Check it out. Tiffany, you're in my jar. Naturium Ruth. That's an Irish name. And it is an Irish podcast. Ruth is a designer. She designs stuff. She designed new socks, so check it out. But she has a few designs in regards to shawls. She has her own podcast, so you can check someone else from Ireland. Hello, Ruth. You're in my jar. Another podcast that I've watched recently, it's the new for me. It's the Uncreative Crafter, Jen. And she was using a small loom lately, and she was doing the coasters. Well, the episode I watched. And she knits, and she's in her kitchen, and it's cute. So check Jen. Jen, you're getting into my jar. Well done. Next one is Dog Dare David. David is knitting, and he likes collecting some figures. I don't know. That was brilliant. And he has David has been commenting under my videos, but again, he hasn't mentioned anything, and I just went to see like who that is anyway. And I checked that he has a podcast, and he's knitting, and he's going to do a hashtag, and I'm thinking to join, and the hashtag is Dog Dare Dal. I think that's how you say it. Just to dare yourself to do something. Well, I dare myself all the time. I first time knitted a sweater. I could say that I could include that shawl because that was my dare. First time I'm knitting an Aran 100% wool. Yeah. And I first time knitting, no, I'm not. That's not the first time. Polish designer, no. That's not a dare. But I think I'll think about something, definitely. There was a really fun thing because he said he dares himself to learn how to sing. He's going to sign for some singing lessons, and I'm a brilliant singer. But by brilliant, I mean I know how, well, anyone can sing, but I definitely can do it. I can do it very well. Let's say that I will put my heart into it and try everything what I can. Probably when I open my eyes, because I'll be so into it, there's be no one in the room. So if we figure out, we'll just close the door and keep you in there. So no, I'm not a singer. No, I can't sing. No. Humiliation, that's my thing. However, I was a few times on the stage singing, and it wasn't good. When you're a kid, they made you to do stuff. Right. So anyway, check Dr. David because he has brilliant ideas and he puts heart into knitting, and yeah, it's loads of fun. Check it. So David, you're in my jar. You have loads of glass things behind you. I have just one glass. Now, last but not least is the comfy red couch. And it's the lady that in her episode, she has a big dog on that couch. So check Tracy, she shows you knitting. She has amazing, beautiful smile, which is contagious. So Tracy, you're in my jar too. So that's that. Okay, so that was something new. You could see the podcasters on the screen. I hope they do not mind. And yeah, and we're going to draw. So if you're for the first time, what does it mean? I told you I have a little shop, knittingilove.com/shop, so on the screen now. So check my products, and what I'm giving Flower Power Collection to a podcaster, a set, and another set for their lucky viewer. And oh my god, the last winners were They Carry Bears, so Kay and Dan, and they got in touch with me. And I sent it to them, so it looked like this, so I can't wait for them to use it. Like I said, my pouches may not be for everyone, and I understand that. So if you have my pouches and you're not using them, just give them to someone. Show them good hope. So this is it. If I pick you and you want, get in touch with me in the month. That's that. So I hope you will, whoever that's going to be. Well, with my new camera. You probably won't see who that is. But I picked someone. And still, I will show you first. Okay. Do you see it? You see it? Little Drops of Wonderful! Ali! Yay, with Ali. Oh, I haven't seen her episode lately. She had a vlog sections. I missed that. I need to check her last episode, but who's Ali? Ali is a person who likes also to crochet. She has amazing few books about crocheting toys, and she does that for her kids and for gifts. And she has a really good book that you can flip things and create your own monster, for instance. She, for fun, dyed her own yarn. At the moment not for sale, but for just playing with it, and she recorded a video about it. It was really cool. Yeah, you need to watch Ali. I need to go back to Ali. You need to go back to Ali. So Ali, get in touch with me. I hope you're watching, and let me know what color you like and what color you would like to pick for your lucky viewer. I'm going to send that to you. PM me your address, and I can't wait. I can't wait. That's so cool. So cool. So with this lovely feeling, I'm going to finish this episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. See you next one. I will have few, I presume, finished object videos. I may have a gap. I always have a gap anyway. I hope you stick with me. Thank you so much for subscribing, and see you next time. Write it down what you're knitting. Write it down what podcasters on the podcaster you watch. Suggestions about your favorite hats, socks, mittens. And by that, you're entered to my giveaway for this episode, which is my Asphodel potion hat and Jen's bundle of Christmas bowls. And I hope to see you next time. Bye!